Hello, everybody. We'll get going here in just a couple minutes. Yes, you do, Strudel. Welcome, welcome. How are you? And here's my face again. Sorry about that. Just waiting for the game to load up here. So yeah, we can do quick little recap of what happened to Bosmer Stab Guy here. Okay, so last time, let's see, he washed ashore in Winterhold. Better your face than mine. I don't know. That might be debatable. Eye of the beholder and all that, you know.
Oh, I know it. You keep working hard like you've been doing, then you could be the greatest blacksmith Skyrim has ever seen.
Oh, lying to your children of false hopes to for the future. Okay. Yeah, so he washed ashore in Winterhold, and he did make it to civilization. He decided to head down here to the Whiterun area after he met with the Khajiit monk Kadojo, who said that, you know, some big parts of his fate might be awaiting him down here. Let's see, he did go retrieve the Golden Claw from Bleak Falls Barrow, and encountered a word wall. And he doesn't quite know the meaning of that word wall in terms of his greater destiny yet, but he was able to decipher the strange lettering on that wall. So, as an audience here, we know that Onelin is Dragonborn. So there's that.
Standing around, Papa.
And he doesn't really know much more than that. But let's see, off camera, I did a whole bunch of, you know, spring cleaning, the whole administrative stuff with selling off things. I returned the claw and all that. And I also did use the leather that we were harvesting from... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. The leather that we were harvesting from all those wolves that we were encountering to craft some black mage armor for some infiltration gear. So if we need to get sneaky, this is the way to do it. You know? And let's see. Let's go ahead and get started here. So Kadojo, or actually we heard around town that Embershard Mine down here has been taken over by bandits, and people like Embry, who are out of work. I think technically Embry works at the mill, but you know, you hardly ever see him actually doing any work. Yeah, the black mage stuff is great. That was one of the first things I added back into my load order after reconstructing my my mod list here after the Novus guide. Just I felt like I missed it like immediately. Oh, you thought today was Friday? That's all right. I didn't want to, you know, do any self promotion in your stream chat there, but I had to get started, so. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to cut you short or anything, but yeah, I'm actually glad today is not Friday. I would much rather it be Saturday. Yeah, but we're hearing rumors about bandits in Embershard here, and we're trying to increase our honor and our good name in order to make it back into the Legion to do some good for the Empire there. So we're gonna head over to Embershard. And yeah, as I was showing Strudel, we used the leather that we harvested from all the wolves we've been slaughtering to create some black mage. Well, this is the unarmored stuff. This is just clothing. But if we need to be sneaky and we need to do some infiltration stuff, this is the stuff to do it with. Oh, okay, great. Well, thank you for the links and everything there, Magus. We did get a jump to, I think, 5 concurrent viewers here as soon as you showed up, so it sounds like maybe you did take some folks with you, and I do appreciate that very much. Okay, so it looks like the Harrier here is pointing us at some wolves, so shouldn't need to be too sneaky with that. I do have a bow that I am now equipping just in case we need to hunt some animals here. I'm not really going to be using it in combat scenarios too much. But I think last episode I started chasing like a fox or a rabbit all the way across the tundra, and that got really annoying really quickly, so we need some kind of ranged weapon to be able to take those things out. Ooh, that's a big boy. Look at that. The alpha wolf there is bigger than our little Bosmer guy. I feel like my little wood elf is a euphemism for something else. Alright. Wolves got no chance. Anything good? I might start doing some Hunterborn stuff. Onelin here isn't much of an alchemist, though. I pretty much was just harvesting the leather just to get that black mage gear. And if I kill an animal that is marked by the Harrier, I get some bonus stuff. Like this Dispel Magic. This is Illusion, so this falls into the class that we are going with that was given to us by Skyrim Unbound. Dispels all magical effects except diseases from friends, on friends and foe. I think that's an Apocalypse spell. And some arrows. You get some really good stuff, especially spell books. It's a really good way to get spell books. Sometimes it'll get you some jewelry. Haven't seen much in terms of enchanted gear, which would be really nice, but got wood indeed. Figured it wouldn't be too rude if I just slipped that comment in.
The fates are not kind to the...
I gotcha. No worries, no worries. These permadeath streams are kind of an event for me every week, but I would still do it even if I got 0 viewers. I just kind of want to keep the channel alive, you know, and this is my main source of content right now. I do plan on doing some, you know, tips and tricks videos for Skyrim and like Mod Organizer 2 and stuff like that. I have the script written for a tips and tricks video on profile management with Mod Organizer 2, just to show people how I manage my profiles in that with that tool, so that I can keep things around for a good long time and still be able to play with new mods at the same time.
A cave. Let us enter.
Little bit of software engineering version management, but mostly it's obvious for most people, I would say. But if you haven't been exposed to that kind of line of version control thinking, then maybe it never just occurred to you. But I'm thinking it might be helpful for some folks. Can't talk today. You guys are going to shame me into what, streaming? I would totally watch a Strudel stream. Let's see. We are still trying to scrap together as much random crap as possible just for salvage to sell for gold. We're doing okay on gold right now. We're at 2100 septums, which, you know, for level 2, level 3 isn't that bad. I do have a level up waiting in my back pocket here, just in case we need to do that tactically to save our bacon. Oh, MO2? Yeah. Some of these concepts might apply to Vortex. I just don't know because I haven't used Vortex. It would be harder to do in Nexus Mod Manager because the profile management system in that tool just it wasn't all that great for especially the amount of different crap I guess you need to do with this methodology that I was going to present.
Don't forget the rock trap we rigged up. Is someone there? What was
Gotcha. Okay, we'll let them take care of that. Oh, Kadojo's peppering them with arrows there. Awesome, awesome. And you are the big winner, friend. Reactions on point today. Glad to see, glad to see. I did have my morning Red Bull back on the caffeine wagon. Frozen time. I'm not using this frost barrier stuff, but at least yet anyway. But that is a nice little buff to both Magicka and health there. I will gladly take that. There we go. Switch into the sneaky pajamas there a little bit and theoried some folks. They still caught me just because I wasn't sneaking. And the reason I'm not sneaking is because I'm running the Serpent Stone and that drains Magicka really quickly. At some point I will get those infiltration pieces and, you know, this stuff enchanted at the college, but at this point I just don't have the funds to support that. Let's get the spells ready here. There we go. Alright, who wants some?
I thought we had a garden staff.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Oh. He's just gonna completely ignore. Oh, no, they caught up. Good, good. Alright, pincher maneuver. Kadojo. Why am I so slow? Wow. Oh, he got a sneaky shot in there. For some reason, my movement speed just like plummeted when I tried to jump over to the other platform over there. Okay. Let's see, the Iron Quarterstaff, is that going to be an upgrade? No, it looks like the same one that Kadojo has there. I do really like the quarterstaffs, or quarterstaves, I guess, with the animation. Brought to you by Animated Armory, highly recommended, by the way. Especially for a monk-style character like Kadojo. Just really fits the part, I think. The Alto Wine we can sell off for some chump change. Not doing any mining, not really doing any crafting at all with this character, I would say. He's mostly just a soldier through and through, and I guess you could argue that a soldier would actually be somewhat skilled in field repairs and stuff like that, but there really isn't any kind of field repair mechanic in this game to leverage for role-playing purposes or anything like that. Pretty much just a straight-up smith. Okay, so the armor is holding up really well here. There have been a couple shots now that I have failed to block in time because I'm trying to get those timed blocks. But we haven't taken too much damage from it, so that is good. Clairvoyance, we already have that spell, don't have to worry about it. Now, there could be some really good stuff in this chest early game. Or it could be, you know, an iron weapon and a few septums. We'll see what we get here. Okay, not too bad. Ooh, Potion of the Night. That will work well for us. The Steel Spear, I feel like we have something better anyway. And it's kind of heavy. So we'll leave that there. Alright. Let's slip into something a little more comfortable here. And let's see if we can get a little bit sneaky and maybe we can fury this archer over here that stands guard on this bridge. Hopefully we don't hit the rope handrails there, like we always seem to do. We'll see what happens. Not too worried about this. Don't want to get... Okay, that looks good. That's a good shot. Okay, now we're going to let them duke it out for a little bit and see if we can recharge enough to be able to cast Oak Flesh. I will be implementing... Oh,
my imagination.
Are they coming? I will be implementing some Mokado's recital stuff soon, I think. Being an alteration mage, that fits in really well. Okay, let's get in there. Maybe we can take this guy out, or this lady. No, this guy. Take him out first. Oh, he totally whiffed a power shot there.
Time to die, hero.
Alright, now we can focus on her. Alright. Tactics proved correct. Nice, nice. Okay, so now we can rest. Maybe the hands stop sweating a little bit. And I can chat with the chat a little bit. So let's see. It looks like Merrick has made it to Solstheim. I think you've been there before with Merrick, though, haven't you? Are you doing some relic hunting over there? Did I get all three of them? The orc is going to be the most delicious in terms of stamina and health, which is the most useful for our knight class here. Oh, that was the first time on Solstheim. Interesting. Walking in already like he owns the place. Classic Merrick style, right? That Dragonborn DLC is awesome in terms of just sheer amount of content. All the stuff you can do, all the stuff that it adds. I'm a big fan of the Dragonborn package there. Big fan of the Dragonborn's package. Should not have said that on livestream. Okay, skill books are always welcome at this level. Anything I can do to get access to more perks. Okay. I think we're all set. Now, something has me just a little bit apprehensive. I think... No, there were two wolves, and then there was the one down by the river. In a van down by the river. Yep, not taking crap from anyone there. I had to search for Dagger of Symmachus, however, and that was the first time to find it. Nice. Little did he realize there is more going on there. Yeah, so it started out as a relic hunt. I just realized it's impossible to say relic hunt without saying something really awful. So I hope that doesn't get taken out of context. Okay, I did go and get the Guardian Stones, right? So I can unlock the next ability for the bonus ability for the Serpent Stone. I did indeed. Okay. Okay, we got another Harrier business here. Turn the light off. Is that a wolf or is that a... Is that some kind of fauna? Well, we'll find out soon. Oop. Totally missed. That was terrible. Okay, and the goose chase begins. It was not a wolf. If it was, he'd be chasing us down. I am running ABT this time around for faster projectiles. Oh, he stopped. Instead of knock to tip. Ugh, this is rough. Gotcha. Okay, now we got Kadojo aggroed, so he can help out a little bit. There we go. Landed some good shots there at the end. It's been a long, long time since I played an archer character. Since I've been doing this permadeath stuff, Unbound has given me like 0 bows and arrows in any of my characters. So I've been forced to kind of play these. Yikes, took me forever to find a YouTube account to log into. It's Nocturne. Oh, are you coming from Magus's stream? Yeah, welcome aboard. I thought about streaming on Twitch a little bit. It seems the barrier of entry there seems a lot lower than the YouTube stuff. But I do a lot more than just stream on this channel, so I try not to segment my audience too much. But it does make it harder to, you know, kind of cross-promote with the community here. So sorry about the whole YouTube thing, but yeah, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Social Spectre, aka Nocturne. Nocturne sounds like a much more badass version of Nectarine, like a vampire citrus or something. But hey, if you are looking for names for an indie band, feel free to take Vampire Citrus. There you go, royalty free. All yours, my gift to you. Wait till you see Karn's game, looks 100% better than me. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. Yours looks pretty awesome. This is just straight up, wow, that, as I say that, look up at the night sky. Freaking beautiful. This is just straight up the Nolvis guide. I cut a lot of stuff out of the Nolvis guide, just stuff that I don't need, like CACO and the crafting overhaul and stuff like that. Some of the AI packages. So this is kind of a watered down version of Nolvis, but the visuals are all completely intact. See? A screenshot. Oh, there is a screenshot there, isn't there? Good call, good call. That also reminds me. Let's see, we got to get a good shot of the moon here. That one pine tree. Oh, well, that's pretty good. The screenshot hotkey is mapped to the same key as my record button. I just have to hit the control key with the F12 key, and that toggles my recording. Last stream, OBS crashed after around 2 hours, and it seemed to be due to the recording that I was running at the same time that I was streaming. It's different, and it is in fact gorgeous. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I did do a lot of work, a lot of late nights for probably over a week getting this thing set up. So that I do greatly appreciate the kind words on how this thing looks. And by the way, show off frame rates here. This is one of the heaviest areas in the game, Riverwood, and still getting right up around 60. Hasn't dropped to a point where I've even felt it yet. So yeah, gorgeous and performant. I'm super proud of it, super happy with it. It's just, you know, I get the feels every time I come back into Skyrim. So yeah, let's see what's going on here. 8:32, it's about time to turn in for the night, I think. They're both gorgeous, slightly different style. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Oh yeah, so yeah, the recording crashed in OBS, which crashed the stream last week. So let's see, about an hour and a half in this time, or even just an hour in, all that with parallax for sure. Yeah. The parallax stuff causes some graphical weirdness, but it does look really nice for the most part. Kadojo can give me gifts. So I think after about an hour and a half, I'm gonna toggle the recording off and on just so that doesn't get too big.
Looks like it could use a polish.
And hopefully that keeps the stream from crashing on me a little bit there, you know.
Last time to be more specific.
So I think that's the big technological thing, the biggest technological thing that I've done between.
But
this stream and the last one. I've also restructured the way that the stream recaps work. The stream recaps don't seem all that popular. It's more just for a convenience thing for my regular viewers, just so if they miss the stream, they can get caught up. But I put like a little cliffhanger at the very beginning with the near death at the very beginning, and then kind of looped into the rest of the recap after that to kind of keep your attention. A little bit of a bait to keep you watching there, I think. Riverwoods has such a different feel to it. It's fabulous. Yeah, with all the trees, especially. I love the trees in Riverwood with this guide. Out of curiosity, have you heard any rumors lately?
A dragon attacked Helgen. Sounds like hogwash to me.
Interesting. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go check that out.
Word is Ulfric Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials. The war is only going to get worse now.
The war. Oh, they had Ulfric and they let him go. Alright, well, we're gonna rejoin him as soon as we get our fighting legs back underneath us. So the way I'm role-playing this character here is that Onelin, our Bosmer Legionnaire here, he spent way too much time in the icy waters off the Sea of Ghosts, off the coastline of the Sea of Ghosts. So his body is really atrophied a lot. He is really trying to get stronger again. He was an Imperial officer. Technically, I think he still is, but they think he's dead. So he's trying to get his strength back so he can rejoin the war efforts and actually make an impact. And it turns out, as Dragonborn, he's going to have a little bit more of a destiny than just the war effort. Spell magic for sure. We'll add that to our favorites, but not a hotkey yet because I don't think we're going to need that.
And must be emptied if they are to learn anyway.
You just find that lying around? Must be your lucky day.
Yeah, you want it? You need to learn how to sleep, sit, and meditate? He doesn't care. He just wants to drink. Oh, thanks for the link there. The Novice Guide, there's also a link in the description. Also, there's a link to my current mod watch in the description as well, if you want to see what I've left out or what I've added.
It's only right, seeing
it's in the description, but that's the site in the mod list. Yep, convenience is always best. Thank you for that. Be warned, though, it is an endeavor. Be ready not to play Skyrim for, a week or two while you work through it. That is an important book for sure. Yeah, the Simple Actions is a great mod. It's a little more minimalist than Dovahkiin Relaxes. It gives you this actions power that, you can meditate, you can sit down once the cooldown wears off here. Oh my goodness. Apparently he doesn't want to come back. I can just lay down in the middle of the floor here. Yeah, that's right. Make yourself at home there, Onelin. Look at him looking at us. Cocky bastard. Smug little wood elf there. Okay, let's take a look at needs. We are a little bit hungry, a little bit thirsty. We can take care of that, I think. Actually, we're going to save it for the morning because we don't have Orgnar here to sell us any food because he has been kidnapped and he's being held at Broken Fang Cave with a bunch of vampires that are way above our pay grade. So there's no way we're going to be able to get him back. That is the rescue quest from Vilcus over here in Whiterun. So we're going to need to level up a little bit before we go save Orgnar. And in the meantime, our main quest is probably bugged all to hell. And we can't get any food or ingredients from the cook here. But luckily, Delphine is here to give us a room. So let's go ahead and we'll sleep it off. We'll just go ahead. We have some loot now from Embershard to sell off, so we'll go ahead and do 11 hours of sleep. If we're atrophied and we're trying to recover, get back into fighting shape here, it's important to get lots of sleep, right? Okay, now we're probably real hungry, real thirsty. Ooh, salmon and milk. That sounds like a winning combo. Still hungry. Okay, we're well sated now. Take a swig of water. We had the soup to go with it, so we're good. Okay, so let's go ahead and...
weeds take root. This town looks cozy, and its people warm.
Indeed, indeed. I could see myself spending some extended time here, but we have some important things to do, so indeed, we are not going to let the weeds take root. We have some stuff to sell off here to Alvor and Lucan, and while we're at the Riverwood Trader there, we'll see if he's got any food for sale that travels well. Free cabbage, why not? We'll be on the road. I won't mind the gas that cabbage is going to cause. Especially for a meat eater like Onel in here.
Whatever you need. Buy Ysmir if it's simple and strong. I can forge it.
If it's simple and strong. Okay, let's see. Just gonna sell some stuff off.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Oh, don't want to sell that off. You gotta be very careful here. Since I'm using these gear sets, I don't want to accidentally sell off stuff that I am currently using, you know. A white bandana. I don't know about that. Sell off some lockpicks here too. Keep 10 in the inventory just in case. I am running the lock overhaul too, so for the most part he's going to be prying open chests with his pike. But every once in a while we're going to hit a lock that we can't get the right angle on or whatever. We'll have to pick it open if we have the skill to do so. Hey, look at that. Loud and proud on display. You are welcome, by the way.
Ah, good to see you.
Yeah, yeah. Get some free water from him too, but we're right on the White River here, so don't have to worry about that. We've got an infinite fresh supply of water. Ooh, don't want to sell that too. I know, captivating footage of selling stuff off. The Frenzy Potion is going to become completely useless at some point very soon here, so sell that off. All the skill books. I think that that skill book for simple actions comes right back into my inventory every time I load the game, so whatever.
Pleasure.
Oh, and we're going to see if he had any food to travel with here too.
Trinkets, odds and ends.
So our next stop is Helgen. We've heard about the dragon attack there, and Kadojo thinks that it would behoove us to go check that out. Kadojo is a monk. He's a Daedric monk, actually, even though he's not a bad guy. I feel like that's going to be a nice plot device to sort of reconcile what we know as players with what the character doesn't know as a character. I say that every stream. Not going to show trading, proceeds to sell for 40 minutes. Yeah, I know. It's. I feel like if you stay on top of it, it becomes less of a nuisance. If you can keep it down to just a few seconds at a time, then, you know, it's not as bad. Okay, so we got some bread and some cheese there. I think we're ready to travel. But yeah, we are, quote unquote, heading for Helgen. TM. Hashtag. All the good stuff. Yeah, that's one irritating thing about that mod. Yeah, that the book keeps showing back up in your inventory. Yeah. It could be exploited. Oh, there we go. That's pretty close. Do we still have our bow handy? We do indeed. And I don't know what that is. That looks like a fox, maybe. So that guy is going to definitely bolt as soon as he sees us. So there we go. Got a nice sneak shot on him. And like I said, I'm running ABT instead of Noctitip this time around. Noctitip is great. Crippling Chill. Target is slowed by 20%, deals 20% less damage, and loses 5 stamina per second for 30 seconds. They're doubled if the target has 50 or less stamina. This is an Arcanum spell. You can tell by how long the description is. Hailstone is an apocalypse spell for sure. Direct hits bypassed frost resist. A staple for any apocalypse cryomancer for sure. Yeah, Knock to Tip adds a lot of really cool stuff for an archery character, but it adds too much if you're not going to be focused on archery pretty much completely, especially in terms of gear improvements and things like that. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Get all these favorited. So I left it out this time around. I might go ahead and add that back in. That mod is not available for SE, but with a little bit of know-how and a little bit of gumption, you can convert it. It has animations in it, which add a little bit of complexity to the whole conversion process. But I find I kind of just want the flattened trajectory and the increased projectile speed for the most part. So I'm just fine with ABT and then going through SSE edit to patch all the mods and stuff that add arrows that have the vanilla speed and trajectory path to match. HFH, head for Helgen. Magus is unsubbing, no! Angry Tangerines. Oh, for the icons? Yeah. They do look a little orangish there, don't they? Or vampire nectarines, if you will. Oh. Vampire citrus. Nectarines aren't citrus, they're like peaches. I got nectarines and tangerines mixed up. Man, I feel like an idiot. Okay, we got the pike. I did want to reset this gear set 1 here so that I got that frozen time band on. And I found that if you allow the gear set to equip the pike for you, it doesn't equip as an actual spear in animated armory. It instead equips as a regular two-handed weapon. You don't get the cool animations, so there we go. I think vampires would enjoy blood fruit. Oh, there you go, there you go. Of course, I feel like blood fruit is what a vegetarian vampire would call his cattle. Or her cattle. So yes, we are definitely heading for Helgen here. We're going to see... Well, I already went through the roleplay reasons why we're doing that. But there is a very big gameplay reason. I totally went the wrong way here, didn't I? I did indeed. Took the wrong turn. I indeed did not... H for H. Wait, no, I am going the right way. Damn it. I am channeling my inner wind here. The big gameplay reason why I'm heading for Helgen is that I need that novice hood in order to get into the Mages Guild, the Mages College in Winterhold. So that is my mechanics reason. Is there actually a carriage stop right out here outside of Helgen? That is super convenient. Now I really have to get Helgen Reborn installed and integrated into this load order. Okay, next time. If and when Onolin ends up dying, that's going to be on the list to add. So between Loot Lizard, my Argonian Bard, and the Bosmer Legionnaire here, I did add in heavy armory and animated armory because Loot Lizard really needed a rapier, and I really missed it for him, those rapier animations. And not rapier in terms of being more rapey. The weapon type rapier. And I really missed not having them. So, main thing I wanted to add between runs here. Wow, coming out of the shadows, first sub button I've ever hit. Wow, nice. They say everybody remembers their first, so, you know, hope it meets your expectations. Yeah, if you do make the streams, you can count on lots of innuendous puns like this, you know? Yeah, Karn also tells a good story, as does Magus. I agree, Magus does do a good job role-playing his characters and meshing that with gameplay, and I try to do the same. I do try to do the same. With Permadeath, it's easy to really become completely preoccupied. Wow, the shadows looked really good on that gate going down there. Sorry, I'm admiring my game. It's really easy to become completely preoccupied with the moment-to-moment gameplay meta and things like that, and you kind of forget what makes Skyrim truly exceptional, and that is the capability to roleplay a character, just the open-ended nature of character progression in this game, in terms of both gameplay and roleplay, is more or less completely unmatched in any other game, in my opinion. So I try to merge that in with the permadeath setting, and I try to use permadeath as more of another mode of roleplay, I think. It gets me to think more about each combat encounter instead of just rushing in like Leroy Jenkins. It helps put me in the headspace of my character and helps me fully consider each combat encounter as a life and death situation, because for the character it truly is. Let's see, all the rapey. Innuendo and out the other, for sure, for sure. Yikes, missed all of that. Plug came out of the headphone amp. Ooh boy. I don't know exactly what you missed. Was it my whole diatribe on how permadeath actually aids me in role-playing, and that's how I like to merge the two? That's about the long and short of it, I would say. Lots of healing potions here, which is also a great reason to come back and do the whole Helgen exploration stuff. Oh, that one didn't take. Let's try again. Alright, let's just unlock the thing. This is why I like to have lockpicks handy, even though I'm running the lock overhaul. It seems that the spear is targeting the corpse in there instead of the lock itself. It said it was unlocked, but it actually didn't unlock. Sparks we're not going to use, but all these potions we will. Okay. So gameplay reason for coming back to Helgen accomplished, and that is to get that damn novice hood that adds 30 points of magicka. To get into the College of Winterhold, you need to be able to cast a random apprentice level spell, a random vanilla apprentice level spell anyway. And depending on your skill levels and how you've leveled up, you may not have the magicka to be able to support that spell. So now, with an extra 30 magicka, we should have all of our bases covered for whatever Feraldo wants to test us with. And of course, all the septums are always good. So I'm always trying to think of ways to improve my streams and my content in general. Going forward, I think some of the small achievable goals that I'm going to focus on. I want to get a little bit, just a really simple overlay to add a little bit of a border between me and my webcam and the game here. That can be easily enough done in GIMP. I'm also taking online GIMP courses in order to level up my thumbnail game a little bit. It seems to go a long way in terms of click-through. I also want to get some royalty-free music added. Everything I'm finding, though, you have to credit each song individually. And if I'm running a playlist, that's really gonna make the description of each video really crowded. So I'm still on the hunt for some of that stuff. Things like Vinsfeft and stuff like that. They technically want you to credit each song individually, and that works better for like a more produced video. If you're only going to use a couple songs, maybe. But if you just want to use just all the songs and stuff like that, it becomes a little more cumbersome to use in a stream. So I would like to get some background music for sure. It's just a matter of figuring out how I'm going to credit that easily enough. Magus, I might be incorrect, but from the research I've done, yeah, they want you to credit all the songs. Please let me know if that's not the case. If you find like some text or something somewhere, some kind of licensing that says you don't have to do that, I would like to know. Alright, we're gonna throw down some fury on that guy, let them go at it. Oh, they're coming at us. We really have to be careful of this poison here. Because at this level, with our current health pools, poison can drain our health extremely quickly, and it can cause injuries. So we have to really watch out for those spit attacks there. And I don't know why they're not fighting each other. That one guy is definitely furied. There we go. That's one of the main drawbacks about Fury over something like Calm or Fear, is that Calm and Fear tend to be pretty instantaneous. Fury takes a few seconds to kick in. Alright. Let's get some armor going here. Back to the spear. Nice job, Kadojo. Okay, now we got a couple of big boys coming up. Oh, he got us. Alright. That's what we were trying to avoid. Okay, the poison actually didn't affect us as much as I thought it might. Good job, Kadojo. Yeah, I'm a little trigger shy after the whole situation with, well, what was his name? Karin J, the loot lizard, my Argonian bard. He got one shot by a Charis Reaper that I didn't expect, so just trying to be very careful. I'm really going for a longer term permadeath character, because the longer the permadeath character goes, the more tension with every encounter, and the more tension, the more drama, and the more drama, the better viewing. At least that's my logic. It could end up just causing me a whole bunch of stress, and I'm gonna have some permanent chronic digestive issues or something like that. But we'll see. Okay, let's go ahead and re-up the armor here. Cannot wait for Okado's recital. That's gonna be a lot of work off my plate. This bear is a cave bear, but it's a special cave bear in that it is not nearly as strong as the other cave bears you might encounter. So I am not so scared of this guy here. Famous last words, but yeah, 2 shots at legendary difficulty, no problem. So when either Hadvar or the other guy, Rayloff, tells you they'd rather not tangle with her right now, don't heed that warning. That bear poses no threat at any difficulty level. Unless you have a mod that replaces it. Okay, let me catch up with chat here. Let's see. Innuendo and out the other made me snort laugh. Awesome. Good job there, Strudel. Snort laugh is a badge of honor for anybody telling bad jokes. Maga says, I'm not entirely sure. Last I knew, royalty-free just meant credit the source itself and use all you want. You might be right. You might be right. If it falls under that Creative Commons license, that might be part of it. I can't even imagine what I missed. Stepped away and came back to digestive issues.
There must also be
well,
time
you
to
know,
meditate, as
at
the
my
two are
age,
not the same.
that is more often the case than not. Step away for a moment and come back to digestive issues. That pretty much describes the life of both me and my wife at the moment. Yeah, the wife and I actually went out for our first meal together in a restaurant after the whole, human malware situation and the shutdowns that ensued. It was really, really nice to get out. We are fully vaccinated, both of us, so it feels a little weird to go somewhere and not wear a mask and be completely deathly terrified of everybody around me. But it was really nice. It was really, really nice just to get out, enjoy a nice meal that I didn't have to cook, and something that, we didn't have to have somebody deliver to us, and not have to worry. And tonight we are celebrating vaccinations with some friends with a game night. Ooh, I'm getting some framiness over here. Definitely feeling it now. We are honing in on that 1 hour where I have to stop the recording and restart it, but that's not going to interfere with the stream at all. I have a hotkey that toggles recording. All I have to do is just hit it twice and we're good to go. But yeah, game night with some friends that we haven't really seen in person in a social setting like that for a long time, and I'm very, very much looking forward to it. Let's not start with the at my age stuff, Karn. Well, I am 40. I don't want to make anybody else here feel bad, but I do feel every year of that 40. Doing everything that I can to feel less than 40. Doesn't always work, sometimes it does. And I feel like the at my age stuff it really started maybe a year or two ago. My wife works with a lot of younger people that we try to hang out with. That's one of those things that we do to kind of feel younger than our age. But punctuality is not a concern for them because, it doesn't matter how late they stay up. They can do whatever they want for as long as they want, for as late as they want in the night. They'll be fine the next day, no problem. But, if we stay out longer than 10 o'clock at night, to where we don't have that couple of hours to unwind and stuff before bed, we're not going to be able to sleep, first of all. And then second of all, the next morning, we're going to be completely and totally miserable. All right, do we have anything here to sell off? We do have the light armor that we can sell to Alvor here. I don't think I need the robes of regeneration. That would help with the Serpent Stone draining magicka while we sneak. But sneaking is not going to be a big part of our game right now. And I think once we get access to the college, we can have Sergius enchant our current sneaky pajamas here with some regeneration stuff that will help with that. So I think we can sell that off, and we will bolster our gold stores here. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we will... Okay, so a couple things that I want to do before we head back to the college. I want to find Amren's sword. The Redoran's retreat is something that we can do fairly comfortably at this level, I think. I also want to go find the ritual stone. There's a necromancer or a conjurer here that might be kind of tough, but I think we can handle him just fine. I want to start ticking off all of the different standing stones in order to unlock the bonus ability from the serpent stone. I actually don't even know what that bonus ability is at this point. Halted Steam Camp presents a little bit more of a challenge, so I'm going to play that one by ear. I think we can handle it, especially after we take however many level ups are waiting for us. But at the moment, I'm gonna pass on that. Once we level up and everything, we might be able to take it. Especially with Okado's recital. Once I get that all set up and working, we might be good to go there. Yeah, I'm trying to think now of anything that would prevent or present a deadly challenge at Halted Steam Camp. And I think the biggest challenge is that Bandit Chief at the end there. I don't want to get surrounded for sure by the bandits, that the sort of bandit sentries that patrol that place on the outside. And the interior is fine up until you get to that bandit chief. But there is some unique terrain there that you can use to kind of kite him along as needed. So I'll think about that a little more.
Blades,
Back into the inventory screen. Yay!
To suit your needs.
Best footage ever. Let's see. Rolls eyes. So did I 20 years ago. I see. 40s were great. Coffee helps. Caffeine does help. My problem is I'm very sensitive to caffeine, so I have to do caffeine sabbaticals, which, you know, if you're looking for another indie band name, Caffeine Sabbatical is a good one. Feel free to take it. I got plenty. Just because, you know, after I get sort of, my system gets saturated with the caffeine, it just causes general anxiety. It's like, I'll be sitting there and my heart will be pounding and I'm like, what am I feeling anxious about? I'm not stressed out about anything. There's nothing to be stressed out about. And then I start thinking back on all the energy drinks I had over the weekend. I'm like, yeah.
Aren't complete fools.
The Argonian mage outside can be a pain too. Yeah, the followers help with that. All I have to do is just kind of avoid him, hope he doesn't aggro me so much. But yeah, without any kind of magicka or magic resistance,
Some may call this
even just
junk.
novice level spells that they kind of hold on you and concentrate on you can be a real pain. So yeah, good call on that one. Okay, the destruction spells we're not using. We are alteration and illusion only, as dictated by what Skyrim Unbound gave us. We don't need the regenerative robes here, although they are nice. You know, mostly I just like the aesthetic of the Black Mage robes, more so than... That's my reason for getting rid of the regeneration stuff, because I don't want to feel the need to use it because it doesn't look nearly as badass as the black stuff. You know, aesthetics they count for a lot.
It's a pleasure.
Can't help it. We were in our 40s when our kids were toddlers. Kept us on our toes. Wow, yeah. My wife's mom was if not in her 40s, then very close to her 40s when she was born. But at that point, you know, her siblings were older and everything. Probably helped out a bit, I would imagine, but yeah, I couldn't imagine having like a toddler or any kind of younger child at this age. The people who we're hanging out with tonight have some younger, and I love the kids to death, but I do normally come home exhausted from that experience after, you know, just the one day. And, you know, oh, that is way out of our way. I'm not chasing that thing down. A lot of it could be due to the fact that we don't see them all that often. So when we do show up, it's like an event and they want to get all their playtime in. right then and there in the few hours that we have together, but yeah, it can be exhausting. And right now, you know, just loving that dink life. Dual income, no kids. Looking forward to traveling again. I think we're headed to Philadelphia some point in August to see some kind of exhibit there, and I don't remember exactly what the exhibit is. My wife might be pissed at me, but it sounded interesting to both of us. And I love, you know, seeing any kind of art exhibit of any kind, really. So, looking forward to that. Might be up in your neck of the woods at some point too, Strudel. Some point soon. Gonna visit a friend in Denver who is recently engaged, I think, and wants us to show his place and his life and everything. Oh, my wife can hear every word that we're saying. She's working right next door. Said, my mom was 39 when she had me, and we were going to see the Van Gogh exhibit. So, there you go. Thanks, wife. Van Gogh will be very cool. Oh, my favorite story about Van Gogh. Busted. I'm just spilling all her personal details of her entire life to the internet. That's too funny. Yeah, my favorite Van Gogh story, though, we were having a game night with some coworkers of mine, and one kid, he must have been, you know, 23, 24 years old. There was an obvious trivia question about Van Gogh. And I'm going completely the wrong way here. You know what, that's fine. We'll head to Redoran's retreat. We have the encumbrance for it and everything. Obvious question about Van Gogh came up in the trivia game that we were playing, and he had no idea. And his girlfriend was horrified because it was so obvious. It was something about Starry Night. It was really easy. And he was like ashamed when everybody was like, you don't know. And the answer was Van Gogh. And we told him the answer, and he was like, oh, I don't know who that is. And that's when his girlfriend was completely shocked and horrified. And we were like, you don't know who Van Gogh is? And his response, his reasoning for not knowing who Van Gogh is, I quote, he was before my time. Never let him live that one down ever again after that. He's before everybody's time. That's not an excuse. Don't know who Van Gogh is. Arizona education at its finest right there. So yeah, heading to Redoran's retreat. Talsgar. That guy is an unarmored badass right there. Constantly see him fight like heavily armed bandits and stuff like that. Ooh, 1 hour mark. Let's go ahead and stop the recording, start this thing again. New recording underway. Hopefully that doesn't kill my connection at all. This is an interesting little monolith here. Plinth. Some kind of standing stone. Might make use of that at some point. So let's see, I think we have mostly a Skyrim crowd here. Just wondering if anybody else is playing any other games in their off time. Magus, I know you were playing Valheim for a while. Did that run its course a little bit, maybe? Saw you playing Enderall on stream the other day, too. It's not really Skyrim, but I don't know. Sometimes I kind of count it as Skyrim. It's like the Giants taking care of all this for us. Some kind of mercenary there, maybe, too. Oh, I fixed the sprint animations, too. I just, that NDH sprint that was given Lucian, his funny little cheesy walk. Yeah, I just left off the sprint animations for everybody. So now, actually run like a man. Oh, let's see. Simpa dropped in. Very, very good to see you, friend. How's it going? You enjoying your weekend? Late as usual, movie night with the missus. Ah, no problem. We had a movie night last night, too. We saw The Woman in the Window, which apparently was a great book. I didn't read it because, you know, my eyes become completely spent with my day job staring at computer code all day. So the books that I get to read are few and far between, and the next book that is on my list to read is not really a book, but a huge saga by our very own 57 Strudel. I think once I go on vacation or something, I'll start reading that stuff. Next on my list. But yeah, apparently it was a great book. It made for a less than great movie, unfortunately. Doesn't have my famous sachet walk, no, but I can easily reproduce that, Magus. I can show you exactly what causes it. By default, it's let's see, it's the character specific. It's PCEA 2, and it's default animations that it comes set with. It's this one right here, the Ukel YY2H Mystic, that underscore F. That is the one that, oh, no, now it's not doing it. Maybe a reload will help. Might take a minute just to kick in. Well, now it's making a liar out of me. But anyway. Right out of the bat, these two guys come... There it is. There it is. Oh yeah. Strutting his stuff. On the catwalk. Yeah, it's something that it's overriding with just the sidewalks. It only does it on the sides. Not the back, not the forward, just the sides. Get the hips into it. Yeah. Gotta love it, gotta love it. Oops. So yeah, you can still have PCEA installed, you just have to disable that one. I thought it was the underscore F. I thought it was the female animations that were being replaced there, but apparently it's the top one. And I run so many animation replacers anyway, and I'm pretty sure you do too, that it's you're not missing anything by doing that. If you want, like, you know, the Oriental Sword animations and stuff, you can feel free to enable that, and it doesn't cause the same issue at all. And now fixed. Okay, so we need to focus up on how we're going to play this Redorans thing here. So we have the dog and the archer, first and foremost, which I'm not too worried about. But then we have the bandit chief and the other bandit. At this level, I think I'm still only level 2. Let's see. Yes, still level 2. And I do have that level up in my back pocket in case I need it. So I'm not going to run into any kind of bandit outlaws or anything, I don't think. So it's just the bandit chief that's going to be the huge concern there. We do have Fury in our bark pocket. Our back pocket here. So let's use Fury and just get the dog, I think, before we become... Where are they? Oh, there's the dog. I see him. Get the spear ready. Ah. Got hung up on terrain there a little bit. All right, now we just have to take the archer the old-fashioned way. Out of the way, Kadojo. Oh, he still hasn't detected us yet. All right. All right, we're armored up. Let's get in there. I don't see anything. I need my quick light. There he is. Get a quick bash in there to get him staggered. That gives us time for the regular attack and the kill cam. Very nice, very nice. Oh,
We have stopped.
out of the way,
I patiently
Kadojo.
await your counsel.
We'll get them all good and naked there. Studded armor sells pretty well, I think. Everything but the steel hammer there. We're looking for Amren's sword here. All right. Now comes the tough part. We'll focus up on this here. How are we going to play this here? I feel like trying to Fury somebody in this situation, especially with my limited Magicka pool and how that drains too quickly while I'm sneaking. Trying to hit somebody with Fury is only going to put us in a compromised position. I'm not sure that we can even effectively Fury a Bandit Chief at this level. And if we try to Fury the other guy as he walks by, there's a good chance that we're just going to completely be out of stamina from sneaking at that point. And we're going to leave ourselves in a compromised position as we try to switch to our battle gear here. Especially the draw animation on the spear and everything like that might get bugged out. So, I think what I'm going to do is just, armor up, try to get the weak guy out of the way first, and take on the Bandit Chief individually by himself. Try to isolate him. Try to maneuver around to get Kadojo to take point and tank for me, and we'll just stab him. Stab him up. Okay, here we go. Hope we don't die.
Time to end this surprise.
No, couldn't take him out fast enough.
Mercy on you.
Can't fight.
Okay.
Can't fight.
Dead.
Can't fight.
Oh.
Better than that.
I'm stabbing Kadojo more than I'm stabbing the enemies. Okay, we got two halberd guys here. Oh, we are out of stamina too. Ooh, that couldn't have happened at a better time. Woo! Okay, that does get tense. That does get tense. I'm sweating a little bit. Gotta admit, I'm sweating. Let's see. That does not look like it's any better than what we're wearing. The iron actually is, but I think I'm gonna stick with the Imperial stuff, honestly. Onelin here is very proud of his service. He is an Imperial man, or he's a Bosmer, but he's an Empire man at heart, I would say. He probably wasn't to begin with, but I'm thinking, he was probably conscripted by the Valenwood military once the Thalmor kind of took over that region. He probably wasn't super into it, probably indifferent. I like to imagine him as having kind of a tumultuous youth. He probably got himself into trouble more often than he should have. Wasn't a bad guy, but just, found trouble a little more often than he or his family would have liked. But when he got conscripted into the military, into the Empire in Valenwood through the whole Great War thing, he probably... or the White Gold Concordat, anyway. He probably was... he probably welcomed the camaraderie, the structured lifestyle, the heavy daily regiment and things like that. It just probably added a lot of order to his life where there was like chaos before. And it probably made him a better person, and he's probably quite thankful to the Empire and the Legion in particular for giving him that. So he's going to don his armor proudly, even if we find armor that would that'll work better for him. And it looks cool. It looks a lot better than the armor stuff, that's for sure. Okay, let's see here. Let me catch up on chat here. Magus says I should have kept that for Merrick, maybe. Well, you can always go in and add that back in unless you left PCA EA out of your current load order, which, you know, might happen. I want to see if I can get a bead on. Okay, that looks like it's over closer to Half Moon Camp over there. We might try tracking that guy briefly, or is that just due complete north of here? We'll see where that leads us. We'll track him a little bit. Yeah, you could add it back in for Merrick if you want. It's bad enough that he has that odd thing with his arms when he jogs. True, true. I'm so used to that too now, so it's normal. Yeah, he does have that funny little run thing. Although at this point it would probably be odder to change it. Yeah, no, I agree. Merrick is Merrick. He makes no apologies about it. Okay, no, that's probably closer to Dustman's Cairn there. I think we can take that on just fine. So let's hunt this down. I would like the ability, the option to have an animal friend.
There is far more gray on my fur than I
Probably
remember.
not anything...
So
Is that a crab?
slowly.
If that's a crab, then I don't have to worry about chasing this guy down. Okay. We're going to have a crab slaughter here. How about that? Did I get him? I think I did. You can have some too. Wow. Okay, I'll take this guy. Getting flashbacks of Cedrin here. Wow, that's a lot of crabs. Our little wood elf got crabs. Okay, we got septums and a necklace. And no spell books, but, you know. Septums are always good, too. And we're one closer to having an animal companion. Yeah, I don't want any kind of permanent animal companion. Aralos, my druid archer, Let's Play series, the character that I used for that, he had that cave bear with him. Bjorn. And man, that guy, he was a good tank, but he could clog up a corridor like nobody's business. I'll tell you what. Left out PCA EA, kept it with as little added animations as possible. Yeah, and if you know, overhaul your load order for every new character like you do, it kind of makes sense to do just the animations you're going to need for that character. If you're more like me, or maybe even like Strudel, who has like a base load order that you use for lots of different characters, it makes more sense to maybe have something like PCEA installed where you can easily switch back and forth from character to character what animations they want to use. Well, that's the debate now. Next setup. Oh, you're already looking toward the horizon, huh? With the next character? I imagine there's still a lot to do with Merrick. You still having fun with him? Seems like you are. Especially in terms of like relic hunting and just now making it to Solstheim. Can't even imagine what a pain in the neck a bear would be in close quarters and doorways. Yeah, it was really hard. I heavily leveraged the console and disabled that damn bear every time I had to walk by him. It's a really cool feature to have, but I wish a nice Ion would have added at least, you know, some kind of simple follower management to those animals that you take on. Just at least as something as easy as wait right here or follow me, just like a regular follower would do. But, you know, for something as big as Imperius... Oh, we have some more wolves over here chasing a deer. A doe, a deer, a female deer. Oh, and you know what I just realized I forgot to do was eat that archer before we took on the bandit chief. That would have helped us a little bit. Man, we ran out of stamina fast there, didn't we? That's got me a little worried. Because without stamina, I can't power attack, obviously, but I also can't dodge. And my playstyle is heavily reliant on that TK dodge mechanic. And he is going to Worm's Tooth. Awesome. I actually have not played Worm's Tooth. I have downloaded it. I haven't integrated it into any of my profiles yet, but that's something that I really want to do because Worm's Tooth seems really cool. And Falscar. Yeah, I do have Falscar integrated. Helgen Reborn, not yet, but that is probably on my next permadeath run. I'll get that added in. And Vigilant actually looks really cool too. I very much am looking forward to adding that in, getting that integrated. I still don't have Legacy of the Dragonborn integrated yet either. That's a big ball of wax. That's a Oh, got really framey there for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick save just in case we crash. Moon and Star and Moonpath to Elsewhere. Very nice, very nice.
A few seconds for my supper is all I ask.
I think for the next permadeath run too, I'm going to remove the Inigo follower mod from my permadeath load order. I'm keeping him in for my, roleplay non-permadeath load order, but he's just too powerful for a permadeath run. He's kind of easy mode once you grab him.
Hello, friend.
Yeah, I saw Stu do some stuff with his little revisitation of Fleet, like after kind of that series was DOA a little bit. It looked interesting. The Moonpath to Elsewhere stuff.
Or deal some damage.
Keep 10 lockpicks on hand.
Good luck out there.
What else do we have to sell here? Some jewelry, not much else. Do need to favorite the Magicka potion. Yeah, but speaking of other games, I've been playing Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil Village quite a bit, and I've been really obsessed with that. Those games, they really provide a really effective carrot on a stick mechanic for me. And that's like the first time through, you feel really weak and underpowered, and it's really terrifying. But as you go through the game and start clearing it more and completing some of the challenges, you start unlocking more powerful weapons. And that's where the reward comes in for those games, is going back through the story and going back through that game much more powerful than you did
interested in my potions
the time before. So your reward for being completely terrified for, a good 10 hours or so or whatever it takes to go through the smallish story mode on that is that the next 2 or 3 times you go through, you're going to be stronger and stronger. And you really get to get revenge on all those enemies that were causing you so much grief before. Okay, so what's left on the docket here? We still have Halted Steam Camp, which I'm still considering. We need to... Oh, it looks like Amren's hanging out in Dragon's Reach. That's interesting. We got to bring the sword back to Amren. He's going to reward us with some one-handed skill and some block skill and probably some money. I do still want to go over to the Ritual Stone just to tick that off the list. And then while we're in town, though, I think I want to go ahead and take my levels up. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask. And get... I'm all turned around here. How do we get out of here? Nope. Yep. And get, Okado's Recital, maybe a couple of illusion and alteration spells to add to my arsenal. get Okado's Recital all hooked up, and really see what we can do to bolster the strength of this character, and then maybe we can take on Halted Steam. If I still don't feel comfortable taking on the bandits at Halted Steam Camp, then we'll head up to Winterhold and kick off the Mages Guild quest line.
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Literally the only quest mod not in is my all-time favorite, Undeath. Is he going to do any training at all? The training that I need most right now is Illusion and Alteration. The heavy armor, block, and two-handed skill are all really keeping pace with each other really well. And they're in the low 20s, 22, 23. I can't really go into the skill. We'll check. But that is a good call, trying to get your training in before you do your level up. He is going to do training. Right now, I am less concerned about the training that's available here in Whiterun, and more concerned about what I can get at Winterhold. So I'm trying my best to keep Illusion, Alteration, two-handed, block, and heavy armor all fairly even. So I'm saving training for when we open up the College of Winterhold and are able to take Illusion and Alteration training there. I don't want to get too lopsided on one skill at this point, or one group of skills, because I want to keep the class intact and keep all the weapons we have in our arsenal effective at the same time here. Keep our toolbox big, as it were. Okado's is definitely going to help with leveling, yeah. And depending on what I get hooked up, I want to try to get Illusion and Alteration spells hooked up to that, so it'll help Illusion and Alteration get caught up with where my combat skills are as well. So that should help a lot, I think. Oh, look, there's that book back. It was that quick save and quick load I did to try to get our sideways sachet working. The cursed book is back. Okay, so let's go visit Farengar. Let's see. Ponder is a good spell to hook up to Okado's Recital. That is the Arcanum spell that I had hooked up to Karin J, the Loot Lizard, and that worked well for us. Until we met our match in the Charis Reaper in the sewers of Solitude. That was unfortunate. I still feel still a little raw about that one. I really loved that character. This character has a nice fleshed out backstory, though, that he's quickly growing on me. Oh, that's what you said. Okado's is definitely going to help with leveling. Yes, for sure. It's going to make us stronger, and it's going to help with leveling, for sure.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Okado's is technically overpowered, for sure. You don't even have to be able to cast the spell in order to hook it up. But I'm going to try to balance it out as best I can.
So, you wish to master the arcane?
I'm only going to use spells that I can actually cast to hook up to Okado's here. And let's see, we have 3,500 gold, which isn't bad. Yes, Ponder is this good one here that I like to hook up to Okado's. You get 10% Magicka regeneration buff for 40 seconds, but you also get a random powerful effect, a random roll out of 3. So that's good to add. We'll take that, and it's cheap. And we'll go ahead and sort by name here and find Okado's. We do have Oak Flesh, we have Ponder. Don't know what else we can add, but we'll find something. There he is. Looking for Alteration, cheap Alteration, or Illusion that we can auto-cast here. Rapturous Trance, that's the Calm spell that takes forever. Bound Dagger. Crying Eye blinds the target and makes them 20% less likely to detect the caster for 30 seconds. This sounds useful, but again, with the Serpent Stone, my magicka is being drained while I sneak, and if I'm sneaking and casting at the same time, I'm not going to be able to sneak for very long anyway. That's not going to help me out very much. Bound Hunting Knife. That might be a Hunter-born thing. Grisly Spectacle. Creatures and people within 25 feet. This is the fear spell that J was making use of. You do lose 40% of your current health when you cast it, but it is very powerful. Enemies up to level 50 will be feared. But, you know, losing 40% of my health right off the bat is probably not something you want to cast every time you enter every time you enter combat. Self-targeting only. Let's see. Primal Taunt. Frenzies an enemy up to level 30. It forces them to attack you. I don't really want that. Maybe once we get our...
It's been good talking to you.
Heavy armor skill leveled up, that would be good. Okay, the Arcane Escritor here is added by Arcanum. This is a very cool feature of that Arcanum mod. It allows you to reformulate these spells using other spell tomes and stuff like that. So let's see. Okay, so here's one. Cleansing Meditation. Channel to restore 25 health and stamina per second and increase your armor and magic resist while draining your magicka. Release to send out a shockwave that deals 3 magic damage and staggers enemy within 25 feet. That's awesome. It's a concentration spell. It actually gives me a healing effect with an illusion spell. So let's go ahead and get this added too. Bring to light. Concentrate to conjure a mystic beacon that deals 5 damage per second to enemies and dispels invisibility. If the target is casting a spell, this damage is tripled. Memory Drain. Drains the target's mind. These are all targeted spells or concentration spells that I can't use for Okados. Deals 10 magic damage per second for 2 seconds. That's another concentration spell. Mental Vapors. Summons a zone of psychic energy for 30 seconds that restores 5 magicka per second to all units within and increases their attack damage by 10%. Units under Calm, Fear, or Frenzy spell instead lose 100 armor and 25% magicka resist. This sounds good, but is this a targeted spell? This is probably targeted. Concentrate. Ignite Memories. Burns the target. And now we're getting into some advanced stuff here. I do like Cleansing Meditation. This gives us a healing option that is illusion. So let's go ahead and buy what we need to formulate this, and we'll add that to our repertoire. Okay, Nocturne. See ya. Thank you for joining, and thank you for the subscription too. It's nap time for me, and this has been really fun to watch. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for joining. Nap time is very important. I would not want to get in the way of that. Quote unquote, at this age, naps become very important.
Good to see you.
Naps very much help combat age-related crankiness, in my experience.
I think you'll appreciate this.
I don't know if you can agree with that, Strudel, if you can concur. We need Rapturous Trance and Healing. Where is Healing? Now, I don't consider this a violation of our class because we are buying a restoration spell, but I'm not learning it and I'm not using it.
Take care of yourself now.
I am just reformulating it into an illusion spell that allows me to heal. Okay. So let's go ahead and learn all of this good stuff here. I didn't get a third Okado's recital spell, but we can address that at any point, I think. First things first, we need oak flesh. And the next one is going to be ponder. Spells all magical effects on friends and foes. I'm considering hooking this up to Okado's just to get rid of any other like oak flesh effects or cloak spells that enemy mages might have, but it's also going to dispel the oak flesh that Kadojo casts on himself. So I'm gonna leave that off for Okado's, I think. All right, we got to replenish our magicka, and we'll add that in. Go ahead and do our level ups here while we're waiting. What are we most behind on here? Stamina. Another stamina. Okay, so magicka is actually boosted by 25, I just realized from that ring that we found, so we're going to have to boost that up a little bit too. Alright, that looks good. Let's take a look at perks. Right now, let's see, we have oak flesh hooked up to Okado's recital, so we don't have to worry about being able to cast that and leaving magicka in the tank. We do have 2 levels of heavy armory mastery here. The only other thing we can take in heavy armor is cushioned, which is, you know, fairly useless if you're careful enough not to fall off a cliff. Block would be very nice if we can get to timed block. Two-handed damage. I think I want to take both ranks in this. Next one would be Clash of Heroes. And we have 1 perk left over that I want to put in E2 either block. 10% damage reduction is nice on a block. The big reductions that we're going to get is from timed block, but we need another perk to get there. 10%'s nice though. The other thing I want to look at here is illusion, so I can cast more fury spells. 35% less magicka and illusion spells last 0.5% longer and are 0.1% stronger per level of illusion. I think that's the clear winner here. Okay. So now let's go ahead and get Ponder hooked up. Boom. Okado's is set up now for what we have to give it. I do want to set a hotkey for cleansing meditation. Looks like we're at 5. And we'll go ahead and do a double click on my left directional pad for that. Or maybe a double click on down for healing, because I have the down directional button hooked up to healing potions right now. Oh, I'm glad we're in agreement there, Magus. I wasn't looking at chat while I was debating on all this, and it sounds like we were definitely on the same wavelength there. Two-handed and illusion. Okay, double press, and that was 5, I believe. I'm just going to call this healing instead of the cleansing meditation spell name that is actually the correct name for it, but just in case we get like a stronger healing spell later on, I like to label that something a little more generic. Okay. So we got the spear handy here, and then I double click on the down directional key and... Wow, that's a cool animation there too.
Be careful.
Oops. I messed that up, didn't I? I forgot about the shockwave there. Now I gotta set that whole thing back up again. Damn it. Okay, that's still good. Mulligan, yes, for sure. I was just testing the spell. I've never used this spell before, so... Oops. Didn't completely power off the... I do need to get one of those charging cables for this Xbox controller here, so I can more easily just unplug it. I don't have to worry about changing batteries or actually removing the batteries in order to set my hotkeys with this damn thing. Now I'm going to do a quick save before I actually trigger the thing, and I can't cancel it, so I just have to let it fly. Boom.
Be careful.
Or mouse and keyboard. Yeah. Nag. I know you're kidding. We have fun. Okay, so let's go to... Oh, we have to find Amryn still. Let's go ahead and drop off Amryn's sword. Getting a little framey up here. Still, you know, high 40s at the spot is not bad for recording, streaming, and playing with an unlocked frame. Ooh, now that's getting way too framey. Yikes. I might have to restart the game here. Let's turn in this quest here. I want to go check out that ritual stone. And then there are going to be some wolves and stuff on the way there. I can assess my Okado's recital setup and see if maybe we're ready for Halted Stream Camp. I think maybe we are.
Here, my father had a favorite sword and shield technique. Let me teach it to you.
To be honest, I had to use a controller to test my latest console port. It was totally foreign to me after like 37 years of using some controller, go figure. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really take long. I'm not intimidated by the whole mouse and keyboard thing. There are games recently that I've had to play, The Witcher 1 being the last one, that just doesn't have keyboard support. Or, I'm sorry, controller support. So I had to play mouse and keyboard because I just wanted to play the game to experience it. I didn't want to learn how to mod that game just to get controller support up and running for it. So it's not completely foreign to me. I did play mouse and keyboard for a long time back when I first started PC gaming. I just enjoy the controller more. I feel like mouse and keyboard is good for spreadsheets and stuff like that, but it makes me feel like I'm at work. Glad games have support for both. Yeah, for sure. Like Cyberpunk, actually, for as many problems as that game had, you could have your controller plugged in and you could play with mouse and keyboard, and then as soon as you got into your car, pick up the controller and start driving with the controller. Really cool. It just works. Witcher 1 is best experience in all its wacky originalness. Yeah, for sure. Witcher 2 did have built-in controller support. I enjoy playing that game a lot more than The Witcher 1. It gives me a gift. What did he... idea. Maybe it was like some wine or something. Weird wonkiness here. I'm just thing. I'm gonna make a hard save here. And I am going to stop my recording and restart it here too, just in case that's being a bugger. Just getting really weird frame drops and input drops where I am not used to getting them. So it might be safe just to go ahead and restart the game. Let's see. Hello, Gail. Glad to see you drop in. Glad our guy is still going strong. You and me both. Too many of the games I play are only supported optimal with keyboard and mouse. Well, yeah, I would say technically the vast majority of games, especially on PC, are optimal for mouse and keyboard. Pretty much every first-person game ever made works better with mouse and keyboard. I know that I'm hamstringing my gameplay. Say that 10 times fast. My gameplay by using a controller, but you know, it's more about what makes you happy, I think. And I feel like I'm playing a video game when I'm using a controller, and it feels less so that way when I'm using a mouse and keyboard. Completely opinion based. Spyro reignited, Cyberpunk 2077, Witcher 3 felt amazing with the controller though. Oh yeah. Yes. Well, Spyro, that certain games are designed to be played on a controller. I would actually argue that Skyrim is designed to be played on a controller, even though it's more optimally experienced with a mouse and keyboard, especially if you're doing a lot of first-person view gameplay. But in terms of, you know, like the menus and everything like that, if you're using Sky UI, obviously the menu is completely custom, and it works much better for mouse and keyboard that way. Let's see, how's my frame rate now? I think maybe the storm is giving me frame rate issues. Interesting, it usually performs better right out here. Could just be the streaming. Streaming and storming. Although I think the NVIDIA encoder, the NVENC, it's separate hardware from what drives your 3D processing when you play games. So the streaming shouldn't take too many resources away from your GPU anyway. And as you can see, I got tons of headroom on my CPU. Okay, Ponder it is. And what kind of effect did we get for that? So we get an extra 40 points of armor, which is very much welcome. Bull Rush increases your movement speed by 30% for 43 seconds, increases your attack damage by 30% for 43 seconds. Excellent, excellent. Very powerful to add that to Okado's recital. Now that is not always going to be the same effect that we get every single time it's triggered. This is the Ponder spell, which is an illusion spell added by Arcanum. It'll give you one of 3 powerful effects at random. So you get some stuff that works best for magical casting. You get stuff that works best for melee fighting, or, you know, the physical damage. Oh, okay. What are you doing over here? You scavenging a little bit?
That's it. That's all you got. Fucking hit.
Oh, he hits hard. Okay, well now we get to test our healing spell here. Yeah, it works quick too. Look at that. Sorry, Kadojo. Collateral damage, I suppose. That is a really cool spell. I enjoy that. Okay, what can we take that is valuable to us. We can probably actually switch out the bow we have for that Imperial one. Baked potatoes, don't mind if I do. Just stuff that we can sell for a good price here. We're still looking for septums, that's for sure. Amulet of Debella, we can switch that out when we go to sell stuff off. I do like the weapon replacements for these, for the Stormcloaks. I forget exactly what mod this comes from, but it's a very more realistic approach to the Stormcloak weapons than the vanilla stuff for sure. Birdish. I don't think I have a patch for whatever is replacing these weapons and animated armory, but that would be cool if you got the halberd animations out of this. I don't think you do, but cool shield there too. Yeah, I like the realistic approach to these replacers. Very cool, very cool. Possibly Nord War? Yeah, so what I can do here is maybe we'll drop that piece and we'll grab one of the weapons and drop that too. And then I can use the more informative console to tell me where that's coming from. That is from Guard's Armor Replacer ESP. So that doesn't help much, does it? Yeah, it might be Nord War. I don't know off the top of my head. I used the Novice guide. The link is in the description below. Guard's Armor Replacer, Guard's Armor Replacer for both of them. So it's the same mod that does both. Yeah, I just don't know that ESP is not descriptive enough, unfortunately. Oh, but I could take the base form. It's 4D. Go back to Mod Organizer and figure out what that is. But you know, it's going to take a few minutes to load back down. Let's actually try this. Oh, Guard's Armor Replacer. Guard's Armor Replacer. Yeah, not very descriptive there, is it? Let's go visit on the Nexus. It's just Guard's Armor Replacer. Let's see, I'll post a link in it here. That is by Nord War UA. There you go. Don't say I never gave you anything. Welcome, Hester. How's it going, friend? Hope you are enjoying your weekend. Oh, the 3 lights over his head. That is the Arcanum spell called Ponder. That is an illusion spell that gives you increased magica regeneration and gives you 1 of 3 powerful effects. That time it gave me Bull Rush, which helped a lot. And we are going to encounter some wolves over here. There he is. Oh, sorry. Sorry, my friend. Oh, and what was the effect this time? It was not the same. The Bull Rush was red. This one's Autumn's Veil. For 43 seconds, increases your armor by 60 points, and whenever you take damage, you regain 30 health, stamina, and magicka after a 3-second delay. Yeah, pretty strong. Pretty strong. Not that it's going to help keep us alive much or anything, because, you know, I think my ability to kill my permadeath characters is not on the same level at all as Ponder's ability to keep me alive. Not on the same level. Meaning I'm much better at killing characters than these powerful spells are at keeping me alive. Okay. Well, those guys probably wiped out any more threat of wolves that we had. Let's see. Hester, sorry for being late. I was out and about today. Went to a tavern with 2 friends. Awesome. Yeah, I was just telling chat that the wife and I went out for dinner last night for the first time since the whole human malware thing started. And it was really, really nice to get out and enjoy a nice meal cooked at a restaurant. Much needed. And we're going out later for a game night with some friends that we haven't really seen on a social basis in a long time. Starting to feel like normal a little. Oh shoot, the skeleton did not die with the necromancer. Wow, he bopped us. He's a strong skeleton. Jesus, die. Okay. All right. Kadojo, keep your distance there. Man, that's a really cool spell. I like that a lot. We went out today for lunch to a pizza place. Awesome, yeah. Things are getting back to normal. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So, what's your favorite kind of pizza topping then there, Gale? I am just a pepperoni pizza guy. Keep it simple. Sometimes I like to pile on the meat, you know, if I've been really active and I feel like I need that extra protein and I'm hungry. But for the most part, pepperoni. I do like mushrooms and olives a lot on my pizza. You know, if I'm going to one of those build your own pizza places, like the Fired Pie is what we have out here. I don't know if you guys have anything close to that where you live. I go with, start with the garlic and olive oil as a base and then put the marinara sauce on the pizza. Oh, I forgot to grab that. That was kind of valuable. And then we go with mozzarella cheese, the grated stuff, not the fresh, sausage, bacon, olives, and mushroom. That's probably my favorite. But if I'm just ordering at a pre-made place, it's pepperoni pizza all day. Veggie pizza? No, you don't put the veggies on the pizza. Veggie pizza. I don't like my pizza to be crunchy. The bell peppers and onions? No, thank you. Veggie pizza. Breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. Still remember those skeletons from a D&D game. How many rounds did we spend to defeat them? Skeletons are tough. Immersive enemies, I think, or immersive creatures. I haven't played with those mods in a long time, but I remember back in LE, there was always a chance that the skeletons would revive themselves. They would resurrect. That became an issue. That became an issue really fast. If you're looking for a way to make your game harder. Also, there was a chance every time you took spider eggs out of one of the spider egg sacks that some spiders would come out of it and you'd have to fight them. That was tough too. Crust needs to be crunchy. Yeah, I don't mind a crunchier crust, that's for sure. A little bit of crisp on there. I just don't like the veggie texture on a pizza. I do enjoy a nice green salad right before I eat a pizza. It helps me from overindulging on the pizza itself, first of all. And also, it's a good way to, you know, get some greens when you're going to eat something very carby and fatty like a pizza. But yeah, it's not that I'm averse to vegetables. I just don't want them on a pizza. Oh, you're a vegetarian. There you go. You know, I also don't mind a cheese pizza. Out in Magus's neck of the woods, they call it plain pizza. Here, a plain pizza is just crust and sauce, and that's it. Gotta call it a cheese pizza if you want cheese on your pizza out here. Here we call them a piece of pizza, there they call them a slice of pizza. Here we call it cheese pizza, there we call it, they call it plain pizza. And here we call it a pizza, there they call it a tray, for some reason. I don't know why. Have you prayed outside yet today, Karn? Ooh, good call, good call. I have not. I don't think I prayed last night either, so her scene is probably not very happy with us. Good looking out, Magus. I'm going off on a tangent about northeastern Pennsylvania dialect. Tray of pizza. It's a completely different world out there, man. You guys live in a bubble, I think. Like a time capsule almost, too. You guys love your classic rock? Springsteen all day, every day, just like it's the freaking 80s. Yeah, I'm hungry now, too. I'm, like, actually starving now. Frame rate has cleared up a little bit, so the restart does seem to have helped, even though the storm is still beating us down. Yeah, I think I've decided we're going to go ahead and try for Halted Stream Camp over here, which also means, let's see, there are wolves on the way. I really don't want to encounter a saber cat while I'm out here, so I'm going to try to hug the wall of the mountain that Whiterun is built on here. We are going to encounter... Wait, is the... that sword here? No, it's the wrong pond. We are going to encounter the skooma bandits up against the wall over there. Basically, yeah. Well, I mean, the, you know, the social groups that my wife grew up in, they're still completely obsessed with Bruce Springsteen out there. Hey, Nabonix. Hey, na or nah? Yeah, the Hena thing is, even people who use it frequently can't tell you exactly what it means, but they know, but they just know what it means. It's like an intuitive thing for them. It's like a generic, affirmative sort of interjection type thing, I want to say. My wife and her family luckily don't use it a whole lot. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't go up there to visit at all. Honestly, but yeah, it is a thing. And it is really weird. Alright, let's just get in here and just... I should have furied.
Victory is yours.
But I'm feeling pretty confident here. That might be a mistake.
That's the best you...
Got a shot in there. I am toying with the idea of a lock-on mechanic. Just because with the camera mods that I'm using and the different animation and stuff, I tend to hit my followers a lot more than I hit my enemies. And if I think if I had some kind of lock-on mechanic or something, that would help alleviate that quite a bit. Encumbrance is still good. I think that'll get me through Halted Steam. Unless I want to go the whole transmute route. Alright, you ready, Kadojo? We're gonna get some friends over here. I might be able to get Fury off on one of them. Nope, don't need that. Got that hooked up to Okado's recital. Here we go. Okay, let's take out the mage while Kadojo focuses on the melee guys. I think I'm getting flanked by someone here. No, that was something else. Sorry, Kodojo. Jeez Louise. Alright. Who else? What do we got? Is it an archer or something over here? Man, the rainfall here is making it really hard to see anything. Okay, looks like Kodojo got him with his arrow, though. Okay. And we got another level up. That's good. Just a fox? Why the hell was the fox aggroed? Something is really bothering Kodojo over here. No, we're okay. Alright, alright. So that didn't go too poorly. There is a bit of issue when it comes to getting the spear. Whoa, that's destruction. To getting the spear. Ooh, that looks like an upgrade to what I have. I like the Imperial Pike that I'm running though. There's an issue with getting the spear to attack quickly enough. It's kind of a slow attack speed, and by the time the hitbox on it becomes active, the enemy's usually moved and Kodojo is moved into the way, so I end up just completely pelting him. But I don't know how to fix that. As this character, as the build portion of this character kind of fleshes out a little bit, I think I see him as more of like a commander type. Oh, we got the Harrier here pointing me in that direction. So he's gonna be up in front lines, but he's not going to be. He's gonna be right behind the front lines, kind of commanding the infantry, so to speak. And the spear kind of lends itself to that because it's. I thought I heard a wolf. Because it's rangy, and it's kind of designed to be able to thrust between other units. That sounded dirty, and I really did not mean it to. But yeah, it's kind of designed to be able to get around people with shields, over, under, between, and hit people on the front lines of the opposite side over there. Okay. Yeah, now we have triggered aggression with the bandits over here. There are plenty of archers. There's the mage we gotta watch out for. There's the mage. Oh my god, this is tough. I can't see the terrain, let alone anything else. And there are crabs over here too that we have to deal with.
I fought worse than you.
Okay, so for some reason, the healing hotkey is not working. I hit that hotkey like 3 different times. I think it's probably just script lag here. Let's get the hell away from here. I need lots of stamina. This might have been ill-advised. I should have at least waited for the weather to subside. Oh man, you got a good shot on me there. And I think that what Ponder gave me was probably more or less useless. I can't even see. Whispers of the Muse? Okay, this is definitely it. Increases the power and magicka cost of all your spells by 39% for 43 seconds. Increases... Okay, and then it just repeats that over. That's a little bit of a bug, but Yeah, completely useless for our needs here. We do have the level up, though, that we can rely on. Kadojo, you good? Okay, Kadojo helped out a lot there. Alright, that was really, really close. Tactical retreat for sure. But you know what? Just for that, I'm gonna freaking eat this guy. Nom 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 nom. Okay, back to the camp proper. Do see some dead folks over here. Kadojo, you do good work, my friend. Okay, once we get into the interior, things should calm down performance-wise and weather-wise. Definitely need more healing. The most easily avoidable trap of all time. Famous last words. Oh my gosh, he is still there. Kadojo is too strong. Resist magic, yeah, I am definitely switching out to that thing. That's for sure. Anyone else? No more surprises, eh? Okay. Wow, he really caught me off guard there. Okay. Let's get inside, out of this rain. My Northern Coast character gets heavy snowstorms sometimes, and it's really hard to see. Yeah, I mean, it's immersive, right? It's annoying as all hell, but it's immersive. I like to deal with it. I mean, honestly, if I were being good about this whole thing and being tactical and actually thinking my way through this, I wouldn't have gone to take this place on in this kind of weather. I would have shacked up at the Bannered Mare for a while and just waited for the weather to subside, but I didn't. That was a tactical mistake on my part, for sure. I do have a level up available, yeah. Probably would have been good to... Thought you were gone for a second there. Yeah, I mean, I was mashing that hotkey for the potion, but he wasn't taking it. It got really, really way too close for comfort there, though, didn't it?
Growing weary.
And I'm invisible. That's nice, isn't it? I am not invisible in first person. I am invisible in third person. Okay, that could just be a lighting thing. At least my character model hasn't completely disappeared. I do have the autosave just in case I need to get back to it if this thing is indeed completely bugged. Man, that's annoying, isn't it? Let's do a quick save and quick load. See if that helps. I do like the weather like that. Makes it immersive, though. There we go. We're back. Okay, now this is going to be tough. I just want to take a quick inventory of my tools available here. One thing I haven't been doing is using poisons very much. I can definitely make use of this health here. Illusion. Maybe I could try to cast Fury on the Bandit Chief. And then cast another one on the lamp up there to blast everybody else up. That's going to hinge on me not being detected, which means I'm going to have to go stealth mode, which means I might have to use a lot of these Magicka potions. Definitely using the night potion here too. I have a fireball I can use. The dust to dust is only effective against undead. And then in terms of spells and powers here, not really much in terms of powers. Unless, you know, I wanna lay down and let them kill me. With simple actions there. Dispel magic, not really going to be useful. There is another mage in here, though. Hopefully, the lamp there takes a good chunk out of her. Okay, I'm getting ideas here for Fury. If I can pull this off, it's going to take some quick thumbs on my controller, though. Okay, so here's my thought. I'm going to try to sneak in. I'm going to trigger the lamp, Kadojo.
Foes block our path. Balance can only be restored.
Don't you
when
do
one
it.
side perishes.
The sandboxing on these NPCs is going to be the death of me. I'm going to trigger the explosion from the lamp there, and then I'm going to try to, in the same breath, sort of hit the bandit chief with a fury spell. And I do have the magicka to be able to do this.
Is someone there?
Yeah, got him. Okay. Quick light. I need my gear set back. Okay.
You're a fool to fight.
Okay, the mage did go down. The bandit here is going to be an issue.
I've had enough of you.
Kadojo, meat shield, please.
I will send you into light.
Okay, we got some animation issues here. Not good.
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Okay, I don't know what the heck's going on with my animations here, but you know, I don't mind whacking him to death with a spear, with the blunt ends of the spear. If that works, it works. Okay, well that went pretty well, I think. That went way better than, you know, going into the camp blind through all that torrential downpour there. Oh boy. Yeah, that was a little stressful, I'm not gonna lie, but the tactics did work out exactly how I had planned, which is always a good thing. There was a lot of room for things to go very poorly there. I could have missed the fury on that bandit chief, and that would have been, oh man, look at that. Right after I had spent the money on buying Ponder, it just gives it to me. Of course, of course. I do like the weather. Crude but effective. Blunt end of the spear. Yeah, for sure. Just whacking him with the wooden part of it. Transmute, sure, why not? I did not take the time to sell off all my stuff in Whiterun before I headed out to Halted Steam here, or Halted Stream. So I don't have a whole lot of room for this stuff. I actually don't even have a pickaxe, but I'm sure I can find one laying around here somewhere. But I can transmute a lot of stuff and maybe work on my alteration skill at the same time. That would be good. Okay, well, I am pleased with how that went. Ooh. Well, now this gives me something to think about. I'm not really casting alteration spells at the moment, though. I'll take it. I'll ponder that. Get it? Ponder? I'll ponder that. That might be worth... I mean, this Imperial Legion helmet is just too cool to switch out for something else at this point, though. I mean, the armor set just looks too cool. I don't want to switch it out. Yeah, over-cucumbered already. Dojo, I need your help here.
May our steps move in harmony.
Everybody's favorite thing to see on a stream is the inventory management.
Good. Our things are many. Let us find the appropriate balance.
Yeah, it does switch to vanilla every once in a while. Animated Armory is very dependent on scripting, and as you know, Skyrim doesn't always run the scripts it's supposed to when it's supposed to. So I think it's just not picking up that correct behavior file when it's supposed to switch to that that animation when it's equipped. It happens with NPCs too. That and the puns, for sure. Oh, I didn't mean to take his iron arrows away. I'll give you back all the iron arrows. I got plenty of better arrows to use than that. Okay. Dojo, you can take our mammoth tusks, silver ore and the iron ore. I'm going to keep... I don't want to really give you any equipment that you're going to equip because you're going to look ridiculous.
Moons guide us.
Inventory management and puns. Indeed, indeed. The two signature elements of any Karn 114 stream. Okay, so now that we have that, you know what? I'm not going to subject you to all the transmute stuff. That would be awful of me. And I'm not going to mine anything either. Because he don't want to do that. In fact, I haven't really seen a pickaxe here anyway, which is odd to me. Even this guy was mining one of the ore veins here. And even he doesn't have a pickaxe. Oh, there's one. Yeah, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. If we're talking about meta, most effective tactic available, that would involve me grabbing that pickaxe, mining all of that iron ore, and transmuting it all in order to get the money and the alteration levels, but it's just not my style, you know? Okay, let's see. We are heavily encumbered right now, and that's going to take us away from where we need to go. You know, speaking of meta, I'm going to try to wait out this storm. If we have to head back to Whiterun in the dead of night, so be it, but I'm not going to make that mistake again and do some blind travel, you know. So let's go ahead and just wait an hour at a time, go back out there. I don't hear the storm from indoors here, so maybe that hour was enough. Nope, definitely wasn't. I hear it now. We'll give it a few seconds here, see if we can wait it out. It does take a little bit for it to transition from one weather to another. Sometimes. Usually not more than a few seconds. That is still going strong. And I find waiting indoors and then coming back out tends to trigger weather changes a little more quickly, so a little more reliably. Let's see. We are hungry and thirsty, just a little. Baked potatoes. Grab that cheese wheel. Get some fiber in there. A little bit of wine, a little bit of water. There we go. Go ahead and wait one more hour for good measure here and go see what kind of weather we got out there. Skyrim monsoon for sure. El Nino. Still going strong. This is awful, man. I don't want to end a permadeath run because I can't see a wolf flanking me, you know? Or a saber cat off in the distance. Or an assassin, a Dark Brotherhood assassin waiting in the bushes. All right. We'll wait as long as we have to. It's going to be safer to wait and become hungry and tired than it is to trek out in this mess. So, gonna wait as long as it takes. More compelling footage for the masses. No signs of letting up anytime soon, huh? Well, you know what? We got lots of time to wait, but we only have one life to live, so... Hate to bore everybody, but here we go. This is how we gotta do it.
It is very important we refer to the Aedra as such, and not the Divines. As mortals raise their status beyond their counterparts.
Interesting statement there. I think the Empire would beg to differ with you on that, but... You know, I don't really care much about the Divines anyway, as I worship Hercene. My god, it's terrible out there. Sorry, I gotta munch on a protein bar here. Okay, so we set out about 6 p.m. We're now waiting till almost 1 a.m. I have an idea. Reload the game. Sometimes that forces a weather change. I only have about 30 minutes left on... Yeah, nom 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 nom. Sorry. It's a little rude. Yeah, I'm running, I believe I'm still running Obsidian with the True Storms patch. And I think with that weather mod, you do have more of a chance of those storms sticking around for a while. We'll see if this helps at all. Oh no. It didn't help at all. We'll give it a few seconds here, see if that moves on. If it's going to change, sometimes you hear like a subtle dip in the volume. Especially the thunder. The thunder seems to be subsiding just a little bit. Haven't seen any lightning in a while. So we'll just give it a few seconds here. And in the meantime, we can enjoy the ambient sounds of the storm. And the ambient sounds of me chewing on this protein bar. Nope, still more lightning. You'll wait a full 3 hours this time, see if that helps. Ah, there we go. Now it's clearing up. Much better.
A fellow monk once asked me how I can endure such lengthy travel. You carry many burdens, I told him. But the foremost rest in your mind.
Is that the secret to carrying more burdens and overcoming encumbrance? Is to have a restful mind. Wrong pipe. Sorry. Is to have a restful mind? Sounds like an Arcanum spell. Oh, that really got me. Let's see, that looks like the throat of the world, and there is Dragon's Reach. Okay. This is better. At least I can see farther off into the distance what dangers await. And there's that little skooma den over there. Okay. So, we'll be able to stop at the Bannered Mare, get some rest. We'll be able to offload some of this loot, I think. And there, like I said, there's only about 30 minutes left of the stream, so I think we'll go ahead and turn in this bounty and everything, and we'll see what other kind of bounties we have in the Whiterun area. But I think the next target after Whiterun here is coming back up and starting to do the Mages Guild stuff over here in, or not Mages Guild, but the college quest over here in Winterhold, at least to unlock the trainers over there. So I don't think we're going to be getting through Sarthal today, but we might make it back to Winterhold at least and kick off that quest line. In fact, I think... yeah, we do have the item in our journal there. Everything else I can do without at the moment. Shortcut. Man, that was some storm, huh? Some weather. Okay, so now before I level up again, I do want to get to Tolfdir and Drevis. Get some magic training. We can go ahead and take off the helmet now that we're in the city. Let the dreadlocks breathe a little bit. Really do enjoy the look of this character. Very interesting. Very interesting and very unique, I gotta say. How many health potions do I have left? 14. We have plenty of health potions. I hope that script lag nonsense doesn't become a theme going forward. I know last episode I lost my block button, which was terrifying. This time I lost my
Once was a hero named
hotkey for my health potion.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
I would like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
And about that
Yes.
room? I know where it is,
I
thanks.
understand.
I understand. Ooh. How are we doing on gold? Not bad, not bad. See if Elithor has anything...
Huh?
Oh, this must be outside of his office hours, I guess. See if Elithor has any forgotten magic stuff that we can use. We'll go ahead and get a full 8 hours. That's going to take us to around noon, I think, but the vendors will be open. I think it's okay to sleep in after everything that we've been through in the last day or so. In terms of weather and fighting and near-death experiences, he deserves to sleep in a little bit. Onelin does. Alright, where did this Elithor fella go? He might be in the back room. There he is.
Huh? Take a look.
Good to see our Bosmer guy is still alive, and good evening. Good evening to you as well. I almost said Haster, but you're Haggis. The Haggis Hunter. Hunter of Haggis. Restoration, destruction, restoration, conjuration. Nah. See, you have any good illusion or alteration spells I can use here that I don't already have? Courage. Might come in handy for like a commander. Why not, I say? What's this just floating here? Oh no. Is that what I think it is? Somebody left their beard here. Not beer, beard. Somebody missing a beard? Is that yours? It's gotta be hers. Did you leave your beard on the ground? What is that thing?
Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink mead. Now I think it's high time that you
Whoa.
lie down and
Too fast.
bleed.
Oh my gosh, it disappeared. Oh no, there it is. What is this? In all my thousands and thousands of hours in Skyrim, never have I seen such a thing. That's my new wallpaper right there. Never change, Skyrim, never change. Okay, let's see. We're probably hungry and thirsty.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fire? Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
Let's do. We're gonna have a big old hearty meal here. We got the sweets, we got a big slab of beef, maybe some grilled meat, or some grilled leeks anyway. Venison chop. And some apples for the road.
Need anything else? Just let
There we
me
go.
know. I'm telling you, I heard it, howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
Nah, I don't believe it. I don't trust you any farther than I can throw you, Hulda. Have you seen how tiny I am?
Of course.
Well, it's... At least it's not the ghost that keeps using the grindstone every time I visit the forge. Yeah. Especially at the, where the Black Blood Marauders are. The Broken Ore Grotto. That thing's always going. For me, anyway.
I think I've got some mugs.
And it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so we'll go ahead and get some wine.
Scrabbing.
Skyrim's staunch protector.
And are we over encumbered with all that food? Damn.
The Imperials.
Alright. Actually, Elithor is around here. Maybe I can sell him off some stuff.
The age of aggression
To get uncucumbered.
is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own.
Oh, it's taking forever.
Blood and our steel we
And he's not even here anymore.
our home.
Oh boy. The migrant spell vendor.
With Ulfric,
There he is.
the killer of kings.
Huh?
On the day of your death,
Take a look.
we'll drink and we'll sing.
Okay, he's taking everything. Nice, very nice. Staff of Courage. Courage is something that I do tend on leveraging quite a bit in this playthrough if we get that far and he gets fleshed out as much as I'd like. But I don't see Onolin as a staff wielder. Honestly. Elithor and Belithor? Could be. They rhyme. Could work. Do have to remember to keep one mammoth tusk for Isolde. Okay, I don't think I need this. Everything that I'm using for alteration right now is hooked up to Okado, so I don't need that. And he's only got 9 gold left, so what else can we sell him here? That's fine. We'll leave him a tip of 1 gold.
We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all our lives.
Okay, so yeah, I just want to do a quick inventory run, sell everything off, and then we'll hitch a ride to Winterhold, and we'll kick off the Mages Guild quest, and I think that's where we'll end it. Oh, let's see, Kadojo.
Ah, you've stopped. Good. Our things are many. Let us find
Tender rack of ribs.
Moon's guide.
Hey, you.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
So you are looking to become a merchant.
Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day I'd become the best trader in Skyrim.
You sold all the tusks? Oh, yeah, but you didn't know that Kadojo had some spares, did you?
If I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done.
Maybe I can help you.
If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future.
Fresh baked loaves, still warm from the oven.
Thank you. This should turn that old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade.
I don't want a shifty merchant giving me a raw anything.
See you.
See ya around. Okay. Whoops. Do a quick jaunt up to Dragon's Reach to sell some stuff to Farengar, if he'll have it.
The realm of spirit. The very idea is in
Then we'll make the rounds. We'll run around to Eorland, Arcadia, Belithor, and then if we need to, Adrian. But at that point, I think we'll have sold off all of our armor and weapons that she will be willing to take. So from there, just head on to Winterhold. Let's see, is Farengar at his post? He is. Nope, that was a guard. Not Farengar.
Good to see you. So, you
Well,
wish
that
to
was a
master
warm
the
greeting
arcane
from
arts.
a tireless bastard. Cloaks we don't need, the jewelry we don't need, the black mage stuff we do need. Winter Woe we don't need. Don't need it. That we do need. This one we don't need. Minor sure grip. Ooh, there we go. I can lose 10 health for that. Debella, I don't think we really need that. I mean, the extra 10% is nice, but yeah. I don't even remember where we got this sure grip thing. Man. Okay, then. Perfect.
It's been good talking to you.
Where's that necklace? Excellent, excellent. Just want to get my gear set fixed here. There we go. That should be all it takes. Thank you for bearing with me. Okay. Back to it. Well, that cloak is moving funny. But at least it's moving. Okay. Oh, we're getting real framey right there. Ugh, 30 frames per second? You gotta be kidding me. Yikes. I think the larger the recordings get, the more I start to judder. The more I start to dip with the frame rate. Alright, well, you know what? The rest of this stream is just going to be me selling off all my stuff and then going over to Winterhold and joining the college. There's not really going to be a whole lot of action here left over, so I think right now would be a good time to call it. We're only 15 minutes shy of where I had planned on ending the stream anyway, and there's not really going to be much else left to witness, I think, except for just selling stuff off and a bunch of dialogue, I think. And then some more training in terms of alteration and illusion. So I think now is a good time to call it. We'll go ahead and do our hard save here. We'll
Are you
oops.
still working at the Bannered Mare in the evenings, Olfina? And why shouldn't I?
Do a little bit of a TFC, TLC.
Just because I'm a Greymane doesn't mean I can't earn my own keep.
Zoom in on our dude here. Wicked looking. Wicked looking. And we will say our goodbyes, I think. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining me once again for another Permadeath stream. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Some action here, some very close calls, but we made it. We made it. I really hope that this character has a long life, so I'm gonna try to be careful, be quick with the potions and things like that, and try not to get into things that I can't handle. A bandit battle in a rainstorm. What? I missed it? Oh, Mr. B. He's just showing up right at the last second there. That's all right. That's all right. Thank you for the stream. You are very welcome there, Haster. Welcome aboard, Mr. B, even though we're saying the goodbyes right now at the same time. We even had a mystery beard. Yeah, we never get mystery beards. It wasn't mine. Mine's still attached. I can see that in my monitor right now. Looking good too. Yeah, so thanks again for everything. I do appreciate you joining me. These are a lot of fun for me, and I do look forward to doing them every week and hanging out with you guys. So if you did happen across this channel and you aren't part of the community, do go ahead and take a look at the description below. There are lots of links for other content similar to this. Lots of other very talented content creators out there to be found. No shortage of Skyrim content if that's what you're looking for. So do go check it out, please. Also, if you did like what you see, go ahead and like and subscribe. It helps my channel out a lot. I'm trying to grow that a little bit. We'll see how that goes. But thank you very much. And I will see you guys around, okay? Have a great weekend. Bye.